Oh Lord. Black into some bullshit again. It's been a while, man. It's been like fucking Lord knows how many years. My beefs with event hubs, and now I'm starting to have beefs on Twitter for some damn reason. Stupid thing is, I don't even know how the fuck I even got in the middle of this, but hey, let's get into it. Alright, this woman. Barely know who this woman is. I really don't know how she's famous in the FGC, but you know how it is in the FGC nowadays. People get famous for just being famous now. Whatever. For some reason, she decided to choose me of all the motherfuckers who said something on Event Hubs this week about rest in peace Flo's death. Tragic. The man died at 39. Tragic. But for some reason, she decided to choose my comment. And she said, why do people do this after someone has passed away? You can give advice without using someone's decease for your example. I see shit like this so much, and it's morbid and disrespectful. I'm sad he died, obviously. People cannot read the room and lack empathy. Lack of empathy. Pretty amazing. All of that from what I said. I lacked empathy. You know what? Hey, let's go over what I said. Alright. I said, not going to lie. I just turned 34 on October the 9th, I might add. I've been working out constantly since I hit my 30s. Went to the doctor for a checkup, and I was shocked at how unhealthy I was. The point is, all of that stuff catches up to you. I'm sad that he died, obviously, but to say I'm surprised, I would be lying. We've been saying for years, bruh needs to do something about his weight. This should be a wake-up call for a lot of men to stop walking around like this. Rest in peace to Flo. Read the room. It's funny how she wasn't even in this room. And one thing you should notice is that this comment wasn't written on Twitter. But yet, the argument presented here is like I written this comment on Twitter, which I didn't do to begin with. I written this on a blog with a few people to see it, because even though some people will argue that it's insensitive, but at the end of the day, it's the truth. I wasn't saying this out of malice. I was saying this because, in my opinion, Flo is a young man, 39. He's not old at all. And in my opinion, his death could have been prevented. I'm not saying that that's wrong to say. I'm saying that I can relate to him as a man. I went through what he was going through. I used to be as big as the guy, honestly. My doctor told me what I had to do to lose some weight, and I did it. All I'm saying is that over the years, we can clearly see what the problem was. But if I was a real friend, why would I not acknowledge what the problem was? That's the problem, is that people don't want to hear the truth, but they would rather hear a lie. And the question that you should be asking is, where was the lie in what I written? Why do you think on this picture my comment is green? Because obviously a lot of people agreed with what I said. But you have people that want to sit in a bubble and be emotional over something that wasn't even something to get emotional about. I didn't say anything wrong. I didn't say nothing that would even make somebody think that I said something wrong. There's a lot of people right now going through what Flo went through. I'm going through what he went through. All I'm saying is we're in the same boat, but there's a way out. That's all I'm saying. But you see, It's hard to say this when typing this. You see the emotion in my voice? You know why I sound like this? I'm going to tell you why. That's called empathy. I empathize with him because this could have been me. But you see, I got up and decided that I didn't want to die of a stroke. I didn't want to die of a heart attack at that age. So I got up and did something about it. I'm not trying to gloat. I'm not trying to brag. All I'm saying is that men need to wake up and realize that there's a way to change this. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that this person purposely went out of their way to misrepresent what I'm saying. Nobody was talking down on this guy. In fact, I'm sad that he's gone. That's why I written this comment. I'm sad that I saw something happening and there was nothing I could do to prevent it. But yet, you got people on Twitter sitting up here thinking that, oh, I'm cheering on the sidelines because I'm telling you guys how this made me feel. That doesn't make any kind of sense. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have written rest in peace. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have written this comment to begin with. But you see what the problem is? I care. And that's what the problem is. You know why she's mad? She's mad because even she knows deep down that I was telling the truth. That's why she's mad. Everybody will rather tell somebody a lie instead of telling somebody the truth. And let me tell you something, that's not love. You know what love is? Being honest to somebody. That's what love is. You'll sit there and watch somebody suffer, but you won't tell them how to get out of that situation? It's crazy. Insanity to me. But this is the FGC. This is what they want. Drama. So, I respond to these allegations. I said, I find it sad that this person who doesn't even know me goes out of their way to take my comment from a different website totally out of context. Does exactly what she's accusing me of and then says I lack empathy. Amazing. So you know what her response to that was, right? No response. I get blocked. That was her response to me trying to be diplomatic about this shit and just tell her straight up that you're wrong about me. Care to elaborate on what you're saying? She blocks me. And that's why I said, this is why I don't take anything people do on this app seriously. This woman is a clown. I mean, what do you call that behavior? Instead of you acting like an adult and engaging with me, which you could have just DM'd me privately if you had such an issue with what I said, I would have preferred you to do that. And then I would have been like, oh, okay, maybe I did do something. But no. You make all these rumors about me, stir up the mob, and basically get everybody to go insane over nothing, I might add, over just conversation. And then you get upset because I called you a clown. I mean, how do you explain that behavior? So, I thought this was the end of this shit. This was the whole day. I thought this was it. So I wake up to this the next day. Your ass was blocked, but you continued to have my name in your mouth and also spread rumors. This did not happen. I have never shared a room with Noisy, nor have I ever slept on a couch at any event I have been to. Your problems with me, stop spreading lies. Oh boy. Well, let's get into this. Alright. What you looking at on the screen is a screenshot from Event Hubs once again. There's this guy named Demon Curse. He says, and yet James Butler is still allowed to compete. What this picture is telling you is that there was this guy that got banned in the FGC for doing some sexual shit to somebody in the Smash community at the time. I'm not really sure what was going on. But my reply to him was, who? And then the guy below me said, I think he's talking about Noisy Kid or Noisy Child. I think that's his name here. So me, doing my due diligence, I looked into it on Twitter. Alright. So what we're looking at now is when I click the link that she made that day, I can't show you the link she made because once again she blocked me. And if I wasn't blocked, you would see the link. But this guy right here at Noisy Child, he asked him, like, basically, is she talking about you? And he was like, she has me blocked. Fuck whatever she's talking about. So I assume that what the dudes were saying on Event Hubs, they were talking about Noisy Child. But little that did I know, because this is the past, I didn't know she wasn't talking about him. I thought she was talking about him the entire time. And this is the part where Noisy Child comes in. This is the future. He said, your first biggest mistake was wandering into an Event Hub's comment section. So I replied to him and said, isn't this that same person who accused you of the effed up stuff in the past? Amazing. You see, I thought that those rumors those guys was talking about on Event Hubs, and the guy that said what he said on Twitter, I thought that that whole blog post that she made was about him. So for him to be basically defending, like white knighting for her, I wasn't expecting that, because I thought he had beef with her too. Little that did I know, that video wasn't about her, so I was wrong. That's why that went the way it did. Alright. So the moral of the story is that with that Noisy Child situation is, make sure you have your facts and information before you make judgment on stuff. I admit I didn't have the right information, and I was stupid for believing in a rumor. I guess I wasn't nosy enough. That's the problem. I should have been nosy. But anyway, let's get back to this. When she said the reason why I got my name in her mouth, I said, lady, I just met you today, which is true. I never engaged in a conversation with this lady until today. And I said, second, my name is only in your mouth because you making me out to be someone I'm clearly not, which is clearly what she's doing. I said, at last, I'm not here. I said, at last, I heard about that rumor. Remember I told you I acknowledged that it was a rumor? There you go. I said, so for not putting I said, sorry for not putting a question mark at the end of that question towards Noisy Child, which is what I should have did. But you see, this is the internet. They don't never let you forget shit. I said, I don't know why you couldn't just DM me your, like, grievances and shit. Like, you could have just DM'd me, and we could have just talked this out like adults, but it's pretty clear that this is what you wanted. You wanted the drama. And this is the part of the video when things just started becoming just fucking dumb. Just straight up nonsense. She said, my name is not Demon Curse. My name is not Wastaru Bakai. I am an ominous the goat. I already said twice why Noisy was blocked, but I will say it again. He made a shitty comment about the situation with Chris. Noisy's name is not Chris. Noisy never touched me, and apologize to Noisy. Okay, I don't know how any of the beginning is what you got out of what I was talking about. I was just showing you evidence of how I found out about this situation. I didn't ask you that you were Demon Curse. I didn't ask you were you the Bankai dude? I was just saying that's how I found out about the situation. I didn't claim that you were those people. I even acknowledged the fact that I was wrong on this by saying that I shouldn't have believed in a rumor. So, okay, my reply after I got that word salad was, I said I heard a rumor that it was Noisy Child who did it, and both those people told me it was. Then some guy asked him directly, were you talking about him? And I assumed you were because he said you had him blocked. Like the way Noisy Child acted that day, I thought the whole blog was about him. That's why I said what I said. You see how much easier this is to explain when you hear somebody talking about it than somebody writing this online? It's amazing how this conversation would have went if we had it in person. Or if you would have just DM'd me. And then, here we go. This is our last reply. Lies. This shows you said I accused Noisy of touching me on the couch. Okay, I literally said it was a rumor. Who are these people? Are they me? The person in question? Lies. Noisy made a stupid ass comment about the situation, which is why he was blocked. Lies, you're assuming assumptions isn't the truth. Apologize to Noisy. Well, Noisy Child, I'm not apologizing to you. The reason why I'm not apologizing to you is because I believed the rumor and I was stupid for believing in that. But I will apologize to the lady because I'm sorry for believing in a dumbass rumor about you. That's the only thing I'm apologizing and doing. And second, I said multiple times this is a rumor. I don't know how many times I had to say it. I was stupid enough to believe in a dumbass rumor. And clearly I got egg on my face for believing in this stupid shit. But that's besides the point. Let's talk about what really happened today. What really happened today was yesterday I told the truth. And today I had to talk about some dumb shit that had nothing to do with what the fuck happened yesterday. I admit I was having fun in the comment section the whole time, but that whole situation that happened today, that was just to deviate for what the original topic was about. Because obviously she probably felt bad about the fact that she went at me as hard as she did with the pitchfork and sent the angry mob at a random guy online for no fucking reason, which is stupid to me, because that's what this whole thing was about. It was about her. It had nothing to do with what happened to Flo. Because if it was really about Flo, she would have just kept that to herself, or she would have contacted me privately. But no, she had to make this a spectacle and make this a show. Because if she really wanted to be honest with me about this, she would have just pulled me to the side, sent me a PM, sent me a DM, whatever the hell you want to call it. She would have said, yo, I didn't like what you said, and I was offended by it. But no, we're not dealing with an adult here. We're dealing with what I said at the beginning. We're dealing with a clown. That's what clowns do. They take a serious situation like this and they joke about it. This ain't a joke. Like, I don't know what the end game here was. I'm just a random guy online. You're more famous than me. People know who you are. Nobody knows who I am. But for some reason, you decided to kill the messenger instead of acknowledging, well, was he lying? I love how everything you said about what I said wasn't anything to counter what I said. Everything was about personally how you felt. You were upset. I wasn't reading the room. I was never even in the room with you to begin with. What do I mean by that? You took a comment that wasn't even on Twitter and you brought it there. Like, I don't get it. It's like you were scared of a ghost that you went up and introduced yourself to. Like, I don't get it. That's my only argument that I have for you is why? I'm not special. I'm just a random guy online. Like, my comment really got you that riled up. This is a very serious situation. And all I was just trying to reflect and let people know that, bruh, that could have been me. I'm not even a hateful man. I don't even hate you. That's not who I am. The only thing I am is just disappointed in you. I just don't understand how somebody that you don't even know, you could just do this at random to, and then think you're have the morally higher ground off of what you did. You telling me to apologize to somebody, but yet you sent an angry mob at a random guy online that you don't even know. But you want me to apologize. You know when I wrote that comment? I wrote that comment when I was taking a shit. That should just let you know how little I thought of that comment. But yet, for some reason, that little time it took me to do that ruined your entire day. And all you had to do was just DM me and just tell me what I did was wrong. And as an adult, I would have been like, well, you're right. Maybe I did go a little bit insensitive route. But like I said, that's not what you wanted. You wanted this to be a spectacle. That's what you wanted. And that's exactly what happened. Notice nobody's talking about Flo anymore. Everybody's talking about what I did to you. And that's what you wanted. It's funny how that works. Anyway, man, I just wanted to make this video just to clear up my side of the story. I really don't give a fuck what these trolly ass, dick sucking ass bitches who be on Twitter all goddamn day have to say. It's kind of funny how a lot of you guys talk tough online and say all this stupid shit, but we both know, man. We already fucking know, bitch. If you were standing right next to me, I would make you my bitch. It's that simple. The only reason why I don't talk this reckless online is because that's online. But bruh, I'm a grown ass motherfucking man, dog. That motherfuckers talk about, oh, bitch this, bitch that. Yeah, you can talk tough online all you want to. It's easy to do that. I'll just say that. But I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to be the adult here and just tell you, like and subscribe, do me a favor. Alright, I'm out of here, man. Oh, and before I forget, rest in peace to Flo, man. It's a damn shame, man. Hopefully, I get to see you play Tokoloko versus Capcom again. And Alpha 2. Your Akuma was very underrated. It's a damn shame, man.